a lot of local churches coming together to serve our community. Here to tell us more about the Serve the Burg initiative, we have some great guests here. We have Chris Pollard, Jason Williamson, and Princess Fowler. Thank you all so much for being here with us this morning, starting us off on the couch. Yeah, I love this initiative because everyone's looking for different ways to serve their community, and you guys have lots of options for this. So let's start off. Jason, you were telling me this started off, you guys were doing it kind of as an individual church, and then you came together and said, hey, let's bring all these churches together to find ways to serve. So tell us about the history of it.
This is our second year of including a community worth of churches. We know that we are so much better when we all come together, churches of all different sizes, churches of all different ethnic backgrounds, languages that are spoken, all coming together on one day and bringing a ton of volunteers to make an impact on our community. We really want to be known for what we are for rather than the things that we're against. So we are for our community, and we just want to love Spartanburg really well.
Yeah, and it's good to see, we see a lot of churches doing lots of individual acts, and they're great acts, but it's good to think about all the things that we can do when we come together. And then people are like, well, what projects do I work on? What are some of the ways that we can serve the Burg? And you guys have a great list of things that people can do. So take us through some of what the kickoff date is and some of the things that we're helping serve the Burg with.
So our kickoff date is actually going to be Friday on March the 28th at New Spring Church, Spartanburg. It's actually, doors are opening at 6 p.m. and it'll end at 8 p.m.
And that's going to be kind of a worship service start off?
It is going to be our worship service for that night service. So everyone's invited. We have about 1,100 seats we're wanting to fill. So it's going to be real awesome.
With that many churches involved, though, I think 1,100 seats is probably going to happen fast. So you definitely want to be there in the room where it happens for the kickoff. So that's happening at New Spring. And then for the actual day of service on the 29th, what types of things are we going to be able to do?
Part of what we want to do is, we know Spartanburg is full of Christians that love God and they love people and they want to serve. So what we want to do is just shine a light for them on what some of the opportunities and needs are that exist, and then connect them with on-ramps that will allow them to step into service in some way. So there are volunteers from, at the moment, 27 churches that will be serving at 30 different locations across the city. They'll be working with children. They'll be working with folks who are transitioning back into the community out of jail. There will be folks working in local recovery programs. There will be some that do things like write in notes of encouragement to pastors, to ministry leaders, to those working in the community on the front lines every day, just to give them encouragement. There'll be people taking prayer walks, doing all sorts of different things. So you kind of get to pick where your passion is.
So no matter how big or small, whatever you can do, you can kind of find a way to get in on it too.
Yeah.
And I like it from the aspect too, because we see the list of people moving here to the upstate and they're looking for a church home. I think this is a great way to kind of make a connection, a one-stop shop with a bunch of churches to kind of see where you fit in with people and groups. This is a great way to kind of make that introduction, I would say.
My favorite part of the project is serving the community, of course, but also serving alongside people that are at different churches on Sunday. We can still work together during the week, and we just love that so much.
I think that's great. We have so many kind of divisions, like, this church is different from this church, but what happens when you bring everybody together? So remind us again of those dates. The kickoff is happening on the 28th. Where's that happening?
That's at New Spring Church, Spartanburg.
And what time does that start?
Doors will open at 6 p.m. Start service at 6:30, and we're out by 8 p.m.
Awesome. And the day of service, what time does it kick off, and where can people go to kind of see the list of things, the needs, where they can be of service?
You can go to comecloserspartanburg.com to see the full list and even to sign up. We've got some slots that are still open. The projects start early in the morning and they go on through the afternoon.
Awesome. And I would be remiss if I didn't give you guys a chance to shout out where you worship your home churches too, so people can look into those should they be interested.
Sure. I'm the missions pastor at Church at the Mill.
I am Princess Fowler at Macedonia Missionary Baptist Church. I am our Hope Ministry president, our evangelism outreach team.
Awesome.
And I serve as pastor of The Journey in downtown Spartanburg.
Awesome. Jason, Princess, and Chris, thank you guys so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We'll put all the information for you on our website, yourcarolina.tv. You saw the web address there on your screen. Thank you all so much.